Hey, what's up, guys? It's Eli Fishman from TalkingBall.net and YouTube. Eli Fishman Sports, back with another interview. Today, I might be joined by former pitcher for the New York Yankees and Texas Rangers, Cody Eppley. Cody, thank you so much for coming on today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on. You're most known for your throwing motion, which is a sidearm pitch, an awkward finish that you usually don't see throughout players, and you usually don't see in major leagues. Sidearm and that finish that you have. How did you get that? What made you develop it? And how old were you when you got that?
So I was 22 when I started throwing like that. I got drafted by Texas throwing over top, and threw really well my first year, and then kind of came back and decided that with my arm and with my sink that they were going to try to add a little more sink to it, and since I kind of had a loose and kind of like whippy like arm, they decided to drop me down, and been doing that ever since. So it's been 7, 8 years, 9 years now. So yeah.
You pitched in 5 seasons in the Texas Rangers organization. Worked your way all the way up. They drafted you, and you worked your way all the way up to Major League Baseball with them. Can you talk about that Texas Rangers organization? How you like that team and how they developed you?
I love playing for Texas. I enjoyed that organization. They treated guys well. They developed guys. They had a model of what type of players that they looked for, and they stuck to it. And you can see that through their organization. With their pitchers particularly. I'm blessed that they gave me the chance and the opportunity to go out there and play at the next level after college. And so I'm always going to have a special place for them, because they were the ones that gave me my first shot.
You made your Major League debut at the ballpark at Arlington, 2 scoreless innings against the Kansas City Royals, going out, one of the best ballparks in the country, in front of so many thousands of people. Your MLB debut, 2 scoreless innings. Can you talk to me about that game, going through your head, being that first experience in Major League Baseball?
Yeah, it was a whirlwind of a day, because I actually got the call on the way back we were on a bus from Oklahoma City back to Round Rock, and we got stopped somewhere, and I got told in the middle of the bus trip, and that basically I was getting called up, and I had to basically go home and pack up my stuff and then drive up to Dallas, in Arlington the next day. And so I didn't get much sleep that night with everything, so it was kind of a whirlwind of a night and a day and the morning. And then I got up there, and it was funny listening to some of the old guys and telling them what was going on and how the day was, and they're like, oh, you'll probably get the day to just kind of acclimate and see how it goes. And then the 7th inning came around, and I was told I was in the game. So it was it was one of those things where I was probably too worn out, just everything to let my mind really sink in what was going on. But the one thing is the guy, my first major league hitter was my catcher in spring training, who they had actually traded to Kansas City. So it was kind of funny that's who the first guy I was facing was the guy who caught me in spring training that year. So
after that season, you were claimed off waivers by the Yankees, and you played on an amazing Yankees team in that 2013 season. You had guys like Mariano Rivera, Ichiro, A-Rod, Andrew Jones, Andy Pettitte, Derek Jeter. To be in the clubhouse with those guys, what was that atmosphere like? You're sitting in the same locker room as so many future Hall of Famers and some of the best baseball players of all time. Can you talk to me about that locker room atmosphere and you're practically a rookie, but you're with these guys playing on the same field every single day?
Yeah, it was pretty amazing, because a lot of those guys I followed and watched, when I was younger, when I was in college, when I was in high school even. So to be in that clubhouse with those guys who I followed was amazing. It gives you goosebumps just being part of that Yankees organization, just because it's such a tradition and such a winning way, and everything else that goes along with it. And then to be a part of that clubhouse in there, and there's so many great guys in that clubhouse, from Mariano to Andy to Derek and Alex and Robbie. So just to be a part of all that was amazing. I don't even think words can really describe being able to be around those guys all the time and learn so much from them and everything else, and just to hang out with them on and off the field.
Right now, you're pitching in the Atlantic League. You've been pitching here for a few years now with multiple teams. Right now, you're with the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. How do you like this league? I mean, you pitched in this league in I believe it was 2013. You pitched in this league the same year that you pitched in Major League Baseball, and you did decently well. What does that make you feel about this league, that you can compete at this level, fresh off Major League Baseball, and about how great this league is?
It's definitely a really good league. There's a lot of older veteran guys in this league. There's a lot of guys who've been around and played for a lot of years. So it's a lot of guys who know how the game of baseball is played, who know what they're trying to do at the plate or what they're trying to do when they're on the mound. So it's a competitive league. It's like I tell a lot of people who ask questions about this league. It's like, you should come out and see the talent that's on these fields every night, because there's a lot of good Major League talent that's on this field. A lot of younger guys who have a lot of talent who just need the opportunity. So it's definitely one of those leagues where I believe it surprises people when they first see some of the names that are out here.
All right, thank you so much for joining me.